Hello, dear audience. I wish you all a peaceful day, full of energy. But right now, let's put ourselves in this situation. Alex has just stepped out of his car when suddenly he sees a well-dressed stranger walking out from Tuna's farmhouse. The man's steps are calm, yet Alex's eyes are filled with countless questions. Who is this man? Why is he coming out of Tuna's house? What kind of relationship do they have that I never knew about? Alex's heart pounds furiously, caught between worry and jealousy. His mind is consumed by fear. Could Tuna be hiding a secret from him? Or is this just a cruel misunderstanding, one powerful enough to shake their fragile, blossoming love? At that very moment, we too can't help but wonder, if it were you standing there, would you choose to trust or let doubt sweep everything away? Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next dramatic twists where sweet love can turn into misunderstanding, and even a fleeting glance is enough to stir the heart. The peaceful morning began with the cheerful chirping of birds in the garden. Golden rays of sunlight filtered gently through the windows, spreading softly across the spacious house. In the living room, Alex had been up since early dawn. Before him lay stacks of thick files and spreadsheets, each number, each detail carefully reviewed. The upcoming export order was a crucial deal, and Alex, with his characteristic meticulousness, would not allow himself even the smallest mistake. Amid the silence, the sound of the door creaked open. Alex's mother appeared, her demeanor gentle, but her eyes observant. She sat down beside him, a warm smile on her face. Son, working so hard this early, but I can see that lately. Work isn't the only thing occupying your mind, is it? Alex smiled, setting the files aside. They chatted for a while, and suddenly his mother mentioned Tuna and little Henry. Her eyes glimmered with curiosity mixed with concern. Tell me, you've been thinking a lot about that mother and child, haven't you? So where are you headed today? Alex's voice grew deeper, yet his gaze remained firm. Today I'll stop by the old lumber mill, the one the company shut down some time ago. And after that, I want to bring Tuna a gift. A phone so she can stay in touch more easily. And so that whenever I'm away on business, I can still hear her voice. Alex rose to his feet and headed for the car. The engine roared to life, and the vehicle rolled out of the mansion toward the lumber mill not far from town. The old workshop door creaked open, revealing a space layered with dust and time. Yet everything inside remained strangely orderly. The shelves neatly aligned, the leftover planks of wood resting quietly, as if still holding on to the company's once glorious days. Alex walked slowly through the room, inspecting, contemplating future plans. Suddenly, he remembered a close friend, also a longtime business partner, who had been looking to rent a space. Without hesitation, Alex pulled out his phone and dialed. On the other end, a delighted voice rang out. Alex, you really have a workshop for rent. Perfect timing. You know, we've worked together for years, and this time, I'll definitely take it. Just one short call, but years of trust and friendship made everything so simple. Alex nodded in satisfaction, another burden lifted. As he left the mill, his mind turned to the most important goal of the day, visiting Tuna and little Henry. Back in the car, he drove along the familiar village road. The scenery on both sides soothed the soul wildflowers blooming brightly in the morning sun, endless green rice fields swaying gently, and in the distance farmers diligently working. The whole scene painted a picture of serenity so different from the bustling life of the city. Alex smiled faintly. In his mind appeared the gentle image of Tuna and the innocent sweetness of Henry. His hand instinctively reached into a pocket, touching the phone, a small gift, yet carrying a great desire to be closer, to stay connected, to become part of their lives. The car gradually approached the farm gate. A soft breeze rustled the roadside trees. Alex took a deep breath, his heart filled with both excitement and anticipation. He believed today would be a special day, but what he didn't know was that behind this peaceful moment, unseen challenges were already waiting. As his footsteps touched the familiar path, Alex suddenly froze. In front of him, a well-dressed man in a neat suit stepped out from Tuna's house. The man carried himself with calm composure, polite in manner, holding a leather briefcase in his hand. In that instant, Alex's heart skipped a beat. A storm of questions surged through his mind. Who is this man? Why is he coming out of Tuna's house? What kind of relationship do they share? Have I been missing something all this time? Each question felt like a sharp blade cutting into Alex's heart. Though he tried to keep his outward composure, his steps suddenly grew heavy, slow, as if he were walking into an unseen storm. When the man finally left through the gate, Alex took a deep breath and stepped into the yard. Forcing himself to stay calm, he called out, "Tuna." Inside Tuna was gently lulling baby Henry to sleep. Hearing Alex's voice, she quickly came out. Her face still showed a trace of fatigue, but her smile greeting Alex was warm and genuine. She invited him to sit at the familiar bamboo table in the yard, the place where they had often sat to talk. A glass of cool water was placed in front of Alex, but his throat felt parched. His eyes remained fixed on the gate where the man had just disappeared. Unable to hold back any longer, Alex asked slowly, "That man, just now, who was he?" "Tuna." Tuna paused briefly, then smiled softly. She explained, "He's someone who helped me a lot in the past. He was the one who brought me back to Grandma Teng's house when I was in trouble. Just a benefactor, nothing more." Hearing this, all the chaotic thoughts in Alex's mind seemed to dissolve. His heart calmed, replaced by a strange sense of relief. He nodded, a faint smile on his lips. "I see. If he helped you, then perhaps you should have invited him to stay for a meal out of courtesy." Tuna smiled, her eyes shining with sincerity. "I would have. But he said he was busy with work at the company and had to leave right away." In that moment, the atmosphere returned to its peaceful state. The sound of birdsong, the wind rustling through the trees, and Tuna's gentle smile all soothed Alex's heart. Yet deep inside, a vague unease still lingered. After sitting with Tuna at the familiar bamboo courtyard, Alex suddenly asked about little Henry. His eyes glimmered with gentle concern. "Where is Henry? I'd like to see him for a bit." Tuna smiled softly, her voice tender. "He's sleeping inside. If you want, we can go in, but remember to be quiet so we don't wake him." The two stepped into the humble house. In the stillness, little Henry lay peacefully on his small bed, his breathing steady, his innocent face sunk deep in slumber. Alex stood beside him, gazing at the child. In that moment, all the pressures and burdens of being a CEO seemed to fade away. What replaced them was serenity, a longing to protect and cherish. His lips curved into a faint smile, one he himself didn't even notice. Tuna, standing close by, quietly watched him. She could clearly see the change in Alex's eyes, no longer cold, no longer distant, but filled instead with a quiet, genuine joy. Her heart stirred emotions difficult to conceal. They both sat down beside Henry. Suddenly, Alex turned toward her, his voice warm, but tinged with mystery. "Tuna, close your eyes. I have a gift for you." Startled, Tuna hesitated for a moment, but then complied. She gently closed her eyes, her lashes trembling. Inside, curiosity bubbled. What is he going to do? Alex slowly pulled a small box from his pocket. Inside was a brand new phone, elegant yet refined. He placed it into Tuna's hands and spoke with heartfelt sincerity. "Open your eyes." Tuna opened them, stunned. She stared at the gift in her hands, her eyes full of astonishment. "You? Why are you giving me this?" Alex smiled a smile both tender and profound. "I want you to have a phone, so it's easier to stay in touch. So that whenever I'm away on business, I can still hear your voice and know that you and Henry are safe." The simple words fell like drops, reaching the deepest part of Tuna's heart. Her cheeks flushed, her gaze lowered shyly. Between them, a sweet silence blossomed. Time in the little house seemed to slow. The soft rustle of the garden breeze, Henry's steady breathing, it all became a gentle lullaby. And in that stillness, Alex leaned in and gently placed a kiss on Tuna's forehead. It wasn't hurried nor excessive. It was a quiet affirmation he wanted to stay by her side, to become a pillar for mother and child. Tuna trembled slightly, her heart racing. She lifted her eyes and met Alex's gaze, deep yet overflowing with tenderness. In that fleeting moment, the world seemed to pause. A small family, a simple yet warm dream stood right before them. But would this peace last? Or were there storms ahead, waiting to test this fragile new love? Dear friends, we've just witnessed a truly special moment. Alex not only gave Tuna a gift, but also gently placed a tender kiss on her forehead. But the question is, what does that kiss really mean? Is it a definite sign that Alex has given his whole heart to Tuna? Or was it just a fleeting impulse, an unexpected wave of emotion as he witnessed the warmth between mother and child in the peaceful setting of the farm, and then the gift, a phone that may seem simple at first. Yet behind it lies the desire to stay connected, to hear Tuna's voice whenever he is away on business trips. Could this be the beginning of a deeper love, or merely a gallant gesture from a man wanting to show his care? Now let's put ourselves in Tuna's place. If you were her, how would you feel? Would you be moved by his sincerity, or still guarded because of past wounds that haven't yet healed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Every one of your feelings is precious as they bring this love story to life. And don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the unexpected twists to come.
Thật sự em không được, tức là nó kết hợp của phụ đạo đánh rơi hết. Rồi được tiếp tục suy nghĩ nó càng là kiểu nếu chúng ấp áo nghe ô đỡ sức để bảo vệ con của mình kém phòng hộ kia nó có thể ngăn cản những cái như vậy. Anh phải để giúp cô qua cơn nguy hiểm đang cận này. Khán giả vì sao nếu là bạn sẽ là để cho những người để tiếp tục những sự thật và hay và những chủ đề phản động rõ thân và đúng không là cái tâm ra được tiếp xuất hiện cái dịp có muộn và nói chuyện cả hai càng nhìn dù xuất hiện sự phát hiện khác nhau họ lại có chung một điểm kỳ lạ đều từng trải qua sự phản bội, sự mất mát và những ngày tháng phải tự chống chọi với thế giới khắc nghiệt ngoài kia. Cảm giác sao